Crow, 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 and I feel ashamed. I feel ashamed that I backed against. I mean, one of my favorite fighters. Yeah, I've never been a big Tim Bradley advocate. I thought there's a few fights he's lost. I thought he lost against the first Pacquiao fight. I thought he lost that. I thought he lost to Provodnikov. This is actually probably one of his best performances, man. He knocked out Brandon Rios. He knocked him out. He knocked him out, man. And what can I say? In the ninth, took him apart. And I need to see it more in depth tomorrow. I need to get a copy of it and see it more in depth. But he threw some big shots up top, high up, headshots. Knocked Brandon Rios down with a headshot, with a right hook, I believe. And then Brandon got up and took a beating. He took a beating. You know, I'm absolutely shattered. That's what I can say. I'm shattered. So I was watching it in spurts, and I was watching the Lomachenko fight. Lost that totally, and I did see Brandon tag Bradley early, but nothing too detrimental. Brandon hasn't hit nobody at 147 and done too much. He beat Alvarado, but you can't say Alvarado was a 147 pounder to be reckoned with. No way. And yes, he defended his WBO belt. And it's great stuff. Great stuff. A lot of people are gonna talk about the difference that Teddy Atlas made, and they should do, and so they should. You bring in a new coach, and you get results. His face isn't banged up. First stoppage in a long while. Against one of the more durable fighters in the game. Yeah, 174 landed, 67 branded, 325 thrown. Impact 54%, 19% for Brandon, 54 for Bradley. Brandon threw more punches. Bradley landed more. So what can you say? What can you say? Brandon threw 7 more punches. Sometimes you need to change that camp. That's what you have to do, is change that camp. And I've seen Bradley get dinged up by Chavez, who I don't rate at all, and then he got stopped by Vargas in the last, and Provodnikov thing. And his face is clean here, and he's just having his interview. And listen to some of that. Look at Teddy Atlas. Teddy Atlas looking proud as anything, man. Tim referred to him as Mr. Atlas. Yep. Bradley said Teddy's coming back to the next training camp. Very emotional moment for Brandon Rios, Very emotional. He acknowledged how much wars he's been in. And, he said that he was out for 8 months, went into training camp, his body wasn't reacting to the training as he would have liked. Too many wars. And he says he's going to hang up the gloves. But, this is just 10 minutes after the event. It's very early. Testosterone, emotions, and the event, the crowd, and pride, and all that, He needs to get some sleep, get some sleep and whatever, and eat some food, and be with the wife and the kids, and whatever not, veg out for a little while. And then, maybe retirement is the right answer, but, we can't really accept his retirement requests right now. We can't accept that because it's too soon after the event, But yeah, he took a bad beating, man. When you see, I was watching Provodnikov today, and it's weird actually. I see Yoel Diaz with Provodnikov, in Provodnikov's corner. In Provodnikov's corner, I'm thinking, wow, okay, he's with Diaz, and previously he was in the opposing corner from Provodnikov was Diaz with Bradley. And now that's all over, and we see Bradley today and whatnot. And yeah. If it's the end of the line for Brandon Rios, there you go. You know, you can only trade off that durability for so long. So I was thinking the wear and tear. I was looking at the wear and tear and thinking, Bradley's the guy I've got to look out for, and I got it wrong. It was Brandon Rios. The wear and tear caught up to Brandon Rios tonight, and he got knocked out. You know, amazing stuff. Like I said, I need to get some sleep. I want to watch this more in depth tomorrow. I definitely want to do. You know, I get some good sleep and come fresh for the hangout. Good stuff, Tim Bradley, excellent stuff. You know, good to see Bradley scoring a KO, and that will revive him for next year to going against the Young Bucks, the Errol Spencers, the Thurmans, the Porters, and whoever else fancies their chances. The WBO champion defends his belt. The boxing beats and rhymes. Peace.